that service is thinking about others and not yourself. And that is such a hard thing, especially through the teenage years. I know I was very wrapped up in myself, how I looked, what other people thought of me, all of those kind of things. And I think it would have really helped me looking back now if I would have taken on some kind of service, if I would have maybe helped out at a senior center or just chosen some kind of mission work to do where I could kind of come out of myself, a children's hospital or anything where I could see other people struggling or suffering and see that a lot of other people have it worse, and that I can be a comfort to those people, and that I can focus some of that misplaced energy that I have at the time on bringing other people happiness and joy and comfort. And that's what I think, that I just had a lot of energy, and it just went into the wrong things. It went into vanity, it went into pride, it went into envy. It was just circling around in sin, and I could have focused it in many different ways. And so looking back, I think those would have been some things that would have helped me to get to where I am now, faster, easier, better. My idea of beauty has changed tremendously, pretty much a 180. I know that when I was young, when I was a teenager, if you would have said beauty, I would have thought automatically models, actresses, beautiful on the outside, Marilyn Monroe icons, you know, of society. And I know that I just struggled so much with not being tall enough, not having blue eyes, silly things that couldn't be changed anyway. Instead of focusing on some of the good qualities, I would really focus on some things that could never be changed. I even thought about getting blue or green contact lenses or something ridiculous like that. And I never once really thought about internal beauty. Actually, I guess I kind of thought it was an insult. Like if somebody said, "Oh, but you're so pretty on the inside," or "You have a beautiful heart," it was kind of like saying, "Well, you're not very pretty on the outside, but you're a good person." You know, it almost, if somebody didn't compliment your outer beauty first, I think in our society and just the way that we grow up is there's so much emphasis on that. If someone would have said, you're so gorgeous on the outside and so beautiful on the inside, that would have been acceptable. But if someone just says, you know, "You have such a beautiful heart," or "You're beautiful on the inside," it kind of feels like they're compensating for the fact that, "Oh, you're not really that pretty." And that was what I dwelled upon for many years. And now I'd much rather someone tell me that I was pretty on the inside, and I would look at it as more superficial if someone just said, "Oh, you're beautiful, I love your hair, I love your eyes," or, you know, was constantly complimenting the outer qualities and never the internal qualities. I would think, wow, what's going on with me? I need to figure out a way to make myself a better person, because clearly nobody's seeing anything beyond what's right here. So it's really a 180, what I see as beauty now. Of course, I would still love to be complimented on being beautiful on the outside, but it certainly doesn't hold anywhere near the weight that the internal does. So Our Lady was definitely pivotal in my role of this transformation. I never really had a relationship with Our Lady growing up. I didn't really understand the Blessed Mother. I mean, she was basically just the mother of Jesus, kind of a utilitarian position, and that was it. I never experienced a depth or a motherhood with her. I never knew that was something that we should be striving for or that was even possible. And then somewhere around the end of high school, when I really started searching for my own faith and understanding God, and if I even believed in the church teachings or God or eternity, all those questions that we ask ourselves at some point in our life, and we really have to own it and make it our own. That's the point in time when I realized that if all of this is true that we believe in, then the Blessed Mother's role is a lot more than just birthing Christ. I mean, seeing how she walked with him all the days of his life, how faithful she was to God in so many situations, and how she still continues to care for all of us and communicate with us and leave herself open to intercession. I realized that this was a grace that I wasn't taking advantage of. And when I started just a conversation with Our Lady, it was incredible. The way that I learned beauty, motherhood, what it means to be truly humble as a woman. I mean, it was very inspirational, and it was really a turning point to me. And I felt like she really took my hand and guided me through that process, because I didn't really have anyone, an earthly figure at the time, any kind of mentor or any kind of Catholic in my life who could really physically take my hand and show me the ropes of those things. And I felt like the Blessed Mother really filled that role for me, and she continues to do so. And I continue to be extremely humbled by who she is as a woman.